What's going on, guys? It has been ages since my last broadcast. I've been having massive issues with my internet programs like XSplit, Dino. They're just really paining me at the moment. So for those of you who haven't seen me around before, I am Jester from JokesAsideStarcraft, and today I'm bringing you a pretty big treat. It is RsSPR versus iCHORNinja in a ZvZ, which is probably one of my favourite matchups. I think they're just fun to play. They're like really so much tension in them and stuff like that. We do have RS spawning as the red Zerg in the top corner of ZvZ Caverns, and iCHORNinja in the bottom left of ZvZ Caverns, obviously being on the same map. And it looks like, yeah, we're going to have a little drone scout coming from RS. Obviously, ZvZ at the moment seems to be either a lot of early Ling Bane pressure, sort of defending and taking that natural, or it seems to be sort of a more macro orientated, really heavy roach, maybe some hydras and festers, with those upgrades going really quickly. This is, I think, a great map for ZvZ. It's relatively long distance, as we do see the pull first from iCHORNinja going down. This little drone is hidden, but I'm pretty sure that Overlord will see it. Pull has gone down for RS, just slightly behind, but he's in front on that gas, ever so slightly, so that gas did go up beforehand. Just sort of scouting around. Yeah, ZvZ sort of can turn into this huge macro thing, and interestingly enough, back when, like, sort of around the beta, maybe just after the beta, ZvZ used to be about mutalisks, and then people discovered that fungal growth pretty much renders them useless, because it used to be 8 seconds. Now that fungal's been sort of reduced, if you will, to 4 seconds long, I'm wondering whether, not necessarily this game, but in future, whether the ZvZs are sort of going to bring back the bring back the mutalisk, something like that. In my play, I've been seeing a little bit of it, as speed goes down for both these guys. A few lings being made, 6 from RS, and just the 4 from iCHORNinja, with a baneling nest going down as well. That's a pretty important bit. But yeah, I've been seeing a few mutalisks at the moment. I think they're maybe too easily countered with hydralisks, but for someone going Ling Bane, if you can defend and go into muta, I mean, you're pretty good. You're pretty safe. And these lings will defend this drone as he comes back. No expansions being taken yet. A little bit of a maybe misclick, and a ling got picked off. Do have RS going for that roach warren, so it will mean it is slightly tedious, slightly difficult to defend for just a little bit. These roaches won't be out for a while, but this baneling nest is finishing up, and if we see these lings here, yeah, 3 banelings coming in now. It's like these lings will scout it. Trying to do a little bit of a run by. Needs to be really careful yet. And we do have the queen out. We don't have any other defenses at the moment, but oh, 2 banelings take it. 1 baneling, sorry, takes out 2 lings. Speed finishes for both players. These lings forced to retreat. More lings popping out, but these banelings going to do a lot of damage, and all those lings go down. There are just no more lings left for RS. More and more lings stream in. This could be very dangerous. That queen is surrounded. That could be horrible news. More lings coming out. Drones defending, roaches as well popping out. But a lot more lings are on their way from iCHORNinja. This could be very dangerous. They are just sitting out the front, not morphing into banelings yet, and they will run in, see those roaches, and looks like they're going to run out, trying to get us around, but well microed by RS. More lings popping to defend those roaches, and they will be able to hold that off pretty easily. If those lings don't get those that surround on those roaches, it's pointless them even being there. Now we do have that roach warren going down for iCHORNinja, and a lot of drones coming out behind this. Just sort of not feeling, needs to drone up a little bit. Ling's trying to do a little bit of a move. As we can see, we do have iCHORNinja ahead of the drones. It's by 6 at the moment. But the only real difference being those 3 roaches out for RS in army value will be helpful. We do have that Evo chamber going down as well. Get those upgrades early. And this is sort of that transition point where you need to drone up to get that that ability to make a decent army, but an over-droning can lose to an all-in at about the 9-minute mark very, very easily. And we do have that expansion going down. iCHORNinja's already taken his. He did have map control, so it was a pretty darn safe move. Do you have iCHORNinja floating minerals a little bit too? Maybe not the best of ideas unless he's waiting for that. Nope, not waiting for that warren to finish or anything like that. Probably should spend these. He does have quite a bit of lava, and there we go. We do have 6 roaches in production. The more and more lings and roaches just being made. Do you have that attack level 1? Missiles attack makes those roaches very, very deadly, and especially in mirror matches. I think anyone who's played enough of them really, really knows that those upgrades become so important. Like you need to find a way to be in front of your opponent who's more than likely doing the same thing, and upgrades are a really, really good way to do that. Queen will pick off that Overlord. He's just trying to get in and see what's going on. These banelings moving out. Take those towers. Try and prevent any lings that are on there. Roaches coming along now. The thing about ZvZ though, you get, as you can see, this Overlord spread is so good from RS. Pretty much what you can see here is there's an attack path, 2 attack paths here, 2 attack paths here, and this will try and take up these 2 attack paths here. So the only way into his base without being seen is around here, and he does have that Overlord heading there right now. So he knows everything that's going on. We do have quite a big attack coming in from iCHORNinja at the moment. He is 5 food ahead, and if we look at the unit production, he is 2 roaches and a number of lings ahead. These banelings will do massive damage to any lings of RsSPR. That expansion taking damage as well. These roaches being tanked by the Zerglings, if I can speak English, and raining down a lot of pressure onto that expansion. It's not looking that good at the moment. These roaches trying to run away from the roaches of iCHOR. Lings moving in to try and do a little bit of damage. Banelings being microed back, and it looks like this expansion may go down. That is huge, huge damage. More and more lings streaming in. These roaches doing a lot of damage, but more reinforcement coming from RS. Still holding that position very, very nicely. And probably a few wasted banelings, not doing that much damage there. The thing about ZvZ especially, you do get a huge, huge defender's advantage because all your units pop from these central locations. Your reinforcements do come a lot faster and a lot stronger, and that's the defender's advantage. A lot of lings, but those roaches blocking off that ramp very, very easily. And if we do look at the food counts, it looks like RS may have just taken the lead ever so slightly. A lot more roaches to the 6 of iCHORNinja, and quite a few less lings, but they do become less important. It depends on how these lings are controlled and whether a surround can happen. But iCHORNinja does spot this coming, and we do have a spine crawler going down in response. But yeah, he really needs to do some damage. He needs to deny this expansion, deny it from pretty much the economy that it's giving RS at the moment, giving iCHOR at the moment. Sorry, it's vastly, vastly different. We have a look. We do have burrow coming down for these roaches that I missed, sorry guys, but these roaches going down. Huge battle. Oh, burrow cannot actually see them. This burrow could be the game deciding thing. He has no vision at all of these roaches, and he can just burrow them until they're full and then pop them up again. This is going to be really, really hard to deal with. More and more roaches coming out from both of them. The Evo chamber's not even halfway done yet, which means these roaches are +1 against the nothing roaches of iCHORNinja with burrow. It's going to be very, very difficult. Banelings coming in at the moment, trying to push them away, do as much damage as they can. And a lot of these roaches are very, very red, but RS can just burrow and with more reinforcements coming in as we speak, this is going to be very, very hard to deal with. Moving into the drone line, doing quite a bit of damage. That queen is on low health as well. More on burrow. This is very, very hard to deal with. A lot of damage being done to the roaches of iCHORNinja. Burrowing up, gaining all that health. Those roaches do heal when they're burrowed. Losing quite a few of them there, but as you can see by the food count, it is now in RS's favour, and there is no expansion going down, so it does feel like this is all in as you can be. Just microing those roaches, getting surrounded by the lings, and will burrow, and that will stop any surround from happening. And that is the beauty of the burrow micro. Without any vision, you cannot see it. We do have the spore crawler going down there, and there is one in the mineral line. So if he does overcommit, he will not be able to burrow. But right there he can, and it is as safe as it could be. More roaches coming in to reinforce. Gathering them together to prevent that surround from those lings, and trying to do as much damage as possible onto the forces of iCHORNinja. He's actually down in the roach camper with that burrow. He does essentially get infinity roaches, and this can be very, very difficult to deal with. Now this is a very smart move. This is a spore crawler, a detector coming in for iCHORNinja, and this will prevent those roaches from burrowing unless it gets taken out instantly, which it does, and that will be very, very hard to deal with. That is very, very annoying. And there is that spore crawler going down once again. Pretty good surround from RS, being able to attack every single roach. Did lose quite a few of them there, and iCHOR will take them on. I'm not actually quite sure how that worked, because these roaches are +1, and he did lose a lot more. Now getting a great surround with these roaches. The queen will go down. Now she does get picked off. And this is a pretty even fight, guys. Like, this is as close as you can get, really. There is no expansion taken by RS, but those foods are within 2 of each other, which is 1 roach. And if we do have a look, there is 3 roaches, actually, the difference between RS and iCHOR. And these roaches, perfect movement, moving around, trying to take off that spore crawler. Down it goes, and they will burrow once again. That lair is being morphed right now, maybe so he can get an overseer, but at the moment there is just nothing he can do. If you have a look in production, that attack level 1 is coming down. That expansion going down for RS, perhaps a little bit late, but his money is quite high. And these roaches now moving into the full-on base of iCHORNinja, trying to do as much damage as possible, taking down that spore crawler. Doing drone damage as well, burrowing in that mineral line so that he actually can't do anything. And we do have more roaches coming in from the south, taking that expansion. Just this burrow micro causing a lot of damage, trying to take down this spore crawler once again, and the queen will fall, and these roaches can burrow as well. Now these roaches have popped back out, dealing a lot of damage to the forces of iCHORNinja, and burrowing once again. This is very, very frustrating to deal with, I can assure you. More roaches popping in and unburrowing. They will get the surround if they actually attack these roaches and be able to finish them off pretty easily. Roaches burrowed in the main mineral line. These roaches moving down and unburrow and doing more damage at the main. This is pretty darn good micro from RS. We do have that overseer now, but I'm thinking the damage may have been done. More and more roaches moving in will take out this expansion too, and that is very, very late to lose that expansion. More roaches still in. That expansion does go down, and now the retreat from RS, as he can just pull back very, very easily. But if we look at the units tab, we see 10 drones to 23, 23 roaches to 10, and a queen to no queens. This might be a counter all in, but yeah, no, there we have the GG, and it's all over. Pretty much, guys, that was a really good example of why burrow micro is awesome. And big thank you to RsSPR for sending this in, and I will catch you guys hopefully very, very